What's good? This is Troy with verticaljumpprom.com/elite secrets. And this is a video we're going to be talking about how you can become a nasty baller. All right, so this is going to be a short video, and we're just going to talk about one thing. And if you understand this and really apply this, this will change your game. This will allow you to go to the next level and really start to see some significant results and improvement in your game. So this is called deliberate practice, okay? And this is conscious activity done specifically to improve performance. So this is just a different mentality, a different perspective on practice in general, okay? And players like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant understand this. When Kobe Bryant goes to the gym, there's this he has this reputation of always being in the gym, always practicing. All right, and Michael Jordan was the same way. He had a very great work ethic, and when they go to the gym, they don't go to the basketball court and shoot around. Okay, maybe they do that sometimes, but for the most part, when they go and practice, they are working on specific elements of their game. Like Kobe will have a game and he'll drop 50, 60 points, and he's not satisfied with that. He'll go and watch the film and look at what he did wrong, and then go and practice and work on specifically the things that he did wrong. And this is what you need to do. You need to look at your weaknesses. You need to look at the things you're doing wrong, and instead of ignoring them and only focusing on work on my shot, I'm gonna work on my handles. Look at the specific details of what you're doing wrong, okay? When you get on the court, are you making bad passes? Are you looking down when you dribble? Do you hesitate to make a move? Are you doing the same moves over and over? Are you always going to one direction? Like your strong hand, are you always going right or always going left? Can you make shots from any spot on the court? Like, you got to look at the little specifics instead of just generalizing everything and saying, let me work on my shot, or let me work on my vertical jump, or let me work on my ball handling. What's the specific things that you need to do? For example, like me, growing up, you know, I was taller than everybody else growing up. So I always had to play big man. But at one point, I got the opportunity to play on the wing and play guard. But I knew, if I didn't work on my ball handling, I wouldn't be able to take advantage of the opportunity. So that's what I did. I went ahead and specifically I worked more on my right hand than my left hand, because for some reason, even though I'm right-handed, I was a better ball handler with my left hand. So I would always go left, which would actually confuse people, which was good on my part. But then once they saw I was always going left, they'd make me go right, and then it'll be a different story. So I started work on my handles with my right hand. I started doing specific drills. I spent 30 minutes only on doing ball handling drills. Like, that was the only thing I'd work on for 30 minutes straight. No matter what, even if I didn't feel like doing it, I would do it. And this is deliberate practice. If you focus on the things you're not good at and you do the things that are uncomfortable that you don't want to do, as far as practice goes, your game will change. Your game will improve a lot faster than if you just go and shoot around, or you just go and do some random drills, or just go and do a pickup, have a pickup game or whatever. You need to get more deliberate. You need to get more specific, more conscious about your efforts, okay? So, I get questions, emails, and people telling me, I want to make the team, I want to do this, I want to be a starter. Then start practicing deliberately, okay? Look at the reasons why you're not on the team. Why are you not starting? What are you doing wrong? And fix those problems. You can't hide them. You can't ignore them, because they're always going to pop up. They're always going to show up at some point, and if you really want to elevate your game, go to the next level, you have to focus on the path of least, the path where there's the most resistance. All right, because most of the time we want to go the path of least resistance. All right, the stuff that are a little bit easier, a little bit more fun, or a little bit more entertaining. But most of the time, improvement and power and strength comes from doing the things we don't want to do. So if there's something you know you should be doing as far as like practice, like you should be, working on specific elements of your jump shot, or specific things about your ball handling or your defense, or just, you're not confident or whatever the case may be, you need to come up with drills and practice sessions that are designed to improve upon that issue. Okay. And sometimes, if you don't know how to do that, you might need to get some assistance or some support, somebody you look up to, and tell them, what your situation is and how you can design a practice or a practice session that will specifically address whatever shortcomings you might have. All right, so that's why it's good to have like friends or acquaintances or family members that are on another level as far as basketball goes or whatever sport you do, and get advice from them, because they can see your flaws, they can see what you need to work on. Like I can look at a younger baller and identify exactly what they should be working on, and I guarantee if I go and watch them practice, those are the things they're not working on. Because everybody wants to dunk, everybody wants to be able to shoot, but nobody wants to focus on the specifics. All right. So this is something you need to ask yourself. Like if you're not reaching your goals, if you're not happy with your situation, maybe you need to start applying this deliberate practice. You want to be a nasty baller, you want to be sick, you want to be above the rest, elevate your game above everybody else. You need to start practicing deliberately. Yeah, I think I said that right. Deliberately. All right. So go ahead if you want, you can even email me, tell me what your issues are, and maybe I can give you some suggestions on how you can improve your practice sessions, the things that you're doing, what kind of drills you should be doing specifically. And you need to specific, like just think about this, specific. Stop being general. Stop just going to the court and shooting around. Stop just going to the court and just having fun. You're supposed to have fun, but like there has to be a time where you lock in on something that needs to be improved and work on that. All right. So yeah, I said I'll keep this video short. So yeah, deliberate practice. All right. Conscious activity done specifically to improve your performance. If you're playing sports, playing basketball, whatever, and you notice that you're not really locked in, you're not really focused in on improving a skill or flaw, then you know that you're not practicing deliberately. Okay. All right. So that's the video. If you haven't already, grab the free report that will show you the training secrets of the basketball elite. You can go to verticaljumprime.com/elite secrets, or you can just click the link in the description. I'll have the link there so you don't have to type it in to your browser. Go ahead, grab that free report. Go ahead, start applying this deliberate practice. In this video, purposely, I only talked about one thing, and that's deliberate practice, because I believe this is what this is the difference between the good and the great and the unstoppable. The good, they practice deliberately sometimes. The great practice deliberately often. The excellent or the beast, or the people who are on the top, these are the people that are practicing deliberately all the time. This is a habit. This is a discipline. Okay, you've been watching Steph Curry as of late. I guarantee if you had an inside look at what he's doing, you'll see these shots that he's making. This is not luck. These things that he's doing on the basketball court is not luck. It's come from deliberate practice, and it's consistent. He's been practicing these shots, practicing doing drills, to break traps and all of this. He's been doing this for a while, and it's all coming from deliberate practice. He's not at home chilling, hoping things are going to get better. These people that you see that are playing at a high level, some of them are lucky. Don't get me wrong. Some of them are lucky. They're talented, whatever. But majority of them actually do practice deliberately, or have a good understanding of what they need to do to elevate their game. So go ahead, grab the free report at Elite Training Secrets. And you can email me if you want to get some tips on how you can start practicing deliberately. So go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching. Peace.